Hey guys, I'm here to teach you some self-care techniques to help you manage pain until you can get back in with your favorite therapist. So I have a couple tools today and some things that you're going to need. Today we're going to talk about pain in the upper back, the middle back, the upper traps, your neck, and also how to release your pecs to help alleviate some of this pain. Some of this pain may be causing you headaches. It also may be causing numbness and tingling down your arms. I'm going to address that a little bit more specifically on another video, but today we're just going to go general, and I'm going to show you some things that you have at home that you can use. Now I have some cool tools that you can get. You can look on Amazon or Trigger Point's website, tptherapy.com, but all you need is a tennis ball or lacrosse ball, something like that, about this size. Now I like Trigger Point's balls because they are a little bit squishy, they have a little bit give to them, but use what you have. If you have some tennis balls or lacrosse balls, so those are the right size for you. Tennis balls, they tend to collapse a little bit, and lacrosse balls tend to be a little bit hard. But the other thing you're going to need a sock or pantyhose or knee highs. Just make sure your mom or whoever has them is not still using them and is going to get mad at you. So what you can do, you're going to take, and the first thing we're going to do, we're going to use two of them. Okay, this is some old school Trigger Point. I like this tool. This is the NB2 ball from Trigger Point that is spring loaded, so you can push it in and make it narrower so when we get up on the neck, but you don't need that. It's just, this is awesome to have. So if you have two tennis balls, what I want you to do is put them down into a sock, and then I want you to tie the ends of them, okay, so that they don't come out when you lay on them. What's great about it is that you've got just enough divot right there in the middle that your spine is going to go right there in the middle, so you won't have to worry about hurting your spine by rolling on it. So the first thing I want you to do is you're actually going to place this in the middle of your back, right between your shoulder blades, a little bit lower. So I will tell you, this is kind of a hurts good sort of thing. It's going to hurt a little bit, especially the first few times that you do it, because you have so much tension and the tightness in your back is what's causing this pain. So just bear with it. You got to breathe a lot and just take it in small doses. I promise you though, afterwards you're going to feel so much better. This is my go-to release to help me with that chronic tension that I feel just from doing my job. Okay, so the next thing you're going to need is maybe a block, a yoga block or something. You can find these pretty much anywhere at Target, Walmart, your drugstore, probably, you know, right around $5. If you don't have one, that's okay. Find something that you can roll up that's going to be a little firmer, that's going to lift you off the floor, so when we do the release on the neck. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is work on the middle back. Okay, so again, you're going to place this right there in the middle of your back, so just a little bit below your shoulder blades. So you set it on the floor, and then what you're going to do is you're just going to position yourself to where you can lay directly on that, and make sure that it's not on your spine but on both sides of it. Okay, so just position yourself where it's right in the middle of your back. Now if you can, lift your hips, and it's going to give you a little deeper pressure, kind of like your massage therapist putting their elbow in a trigger point there. If you can't do it, that's okay. Sometimes some people like that and get a little bit more out of it. Some people can't handle it. You'll work your way up to it, okay? So don't worry. Next thing, just cross your arms. You're going to get into those spots. You're going to feel that place right under your shoulder blade. If you need to, rock into it a little bit, and then just roll an inch or two at a time on there. Just roll that back and forth about 3 or 4 times. Now, I am going to give you a warning. If you have long hair, it only takes one time to learn this lesson. Pull it up. You're going to get stuck under there. You're going to call for help and nobody's going to be there. So go ahead and pull your hair up so it doesn't get stuck under there. You're going to do that. You're going to roll a little bit at a time, about an inch or two, 3 or 4 times in an area. then move it on up. You're gonna move all the way up until you get to the top of the traps. Now when you get up there, you are gonna have to lift your hips up. So you get right there at the top, you're going to have to lift your hips up so that you can aim that right into the location. Now I'm sorry if the camera's a little off, doing the best I can with you. I don't have a professional holding it and zooming for me. So once you get there, do the same thing. Cross your arms over, give it a little rock so that you can get in there just a little bit deeper. Okay, it's gonna hurt a little bit, but it's gonna release that tension. Make this a habit on a daily basis. You can do this, just like brushing your teeth for maintenance. You're gonna have to do this sort of stuff to start working it out, okay? It's been there a long time. It's gonna take a while to get it out. Okay, the next thing is take your block. Put these two balls right on the block, just like that, okay? And this is where you're just gonna lay your head back on it. So scoot down, you're gonna feel that right there under your neck. So it gives you a little bit of support having that block there. And what you're gonna do is just small little movements, up and down, just like that. And then you're gonna do little tiny movements side to side. You want to make sure that the ball is right there at the base of your skull, right on those occipital points, which is usually where you hold that tension, okay? The occipitals are the connection point, the bottom of the skull, and you'll feel the neck muscles connect right in there, okay? If you find a spot that is a little tender, go ahead and turn into that. Sit on that spot for a minute, take a couple nice deep breaths, hold that, and just get a little bit of movement up and down, side to side, okay? It doesn't take much to do a lot of work, okay? The last thing that you're gonna wanna do is take and release the pecs. So take one of these balls, put it in your hand, just stretch your hand straight out to the side, fold it. Where it lands on your chest is exactly where you're gonna wanna put it, okay? Take this hand, flatten it, put the other on top, add some pressure there. You're gonna do 2 circles one way, 2 circles the other way. You're gonna compress, pull it into your armpit. What you're doing is you're breaking up some of those adhesions in this area that is pulling the shoulder forward. So when you break that up, you're allowing the shoulder to release and fall back. Now I can get really technical on this and give you a lot of anatomical terms with it and why it does what it does, but right now I just need you to do it to help yourself, okay? If you want to dive into the science of it, we can do that later. You just message me and I'll nerd out on you as much as you need to. But right now I just need to keep things simple for you so you know what to do, how to do it, and how to take care of yourself. Okay, this will help with some of the headaches. And then the next best thing is just find a doorway, put your arm up in there and stretch. Get that chest stretched out and do this on a daily basis so that these shoulders roll back, the tension starts to relieve in the neck and in the upper back. Do this on a daily basis, okay? This is the first step to helping with some of that chronic pain that you have. Next, we'll talk about hip pain, lower back pain, knee pain, foot pain. We'll go through all of that. If you have a special request or a certain area that you need some help with, message me. You can message me right here on social media, or you can email me at info@dynamictherapeutics.net. If you subscribe to our newsletter on our website, it's just dynamictherapeutics.net. I'll send you out some information, but feel free to communicate with me and talk to me either here or through email. Ask me your questions. I'll do what I can to help you out. If you need a specific video or have some questions that you'd like to see me demonstrate for you, let me know. We'll figure out ways that you can take care of yourself while you're at home right now until you can get back into your favorite therapist, okay? All right, well, thanks for joining me, and I hope this little video will help you out and help to begin to alleviate some of the pain you have, okay? Take care until next time.